Damn.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Damn.
So Theron Johnson, who was in on that tackle, down on one knee.
Timeout on the field for a player injury.
Touchdowns on 5 drives for the Ducks by 5 different players. And Lewis, they have not had a drive take more than 5 plays offensively yet. So, as you said, for James Madison, it just looks like their defense is overwhelmed by the athleticism, and you can't teach speed.
Yeah. It's the pace and the tempo with which they run their plays. And then just the overall athleticism. When you have that many 4 and 5 stars on your roster, again, in the 4 recruiting cycles since Dan Lanning came here, you have 85 4-stars.
Is that good?
And 5 5-stars. I mean, eventually, if you coach them up and they have, you know, the kind of like intrinsic motivation to get better and really become good teammates, which is something they stress around here and something that they're very proud of, this is the kind of result that you can have. Now, again, we understand that the level of competition may not be what necessarily is something that people really, you know, respect as far as what James Madison can bring to the table against a team as high-powered as Oregon. But the execution that Oregon is showing here tonight is exactly what Dan Lanning wanted to see.
Slant thrown slightly behind Jaylon Sanchez, but he made a nice adjustment and picks up 8.5 on first down.
JMU is going to have to work with urgency and get some chunk plays of their own. Alonzo Barnett is just going to have to be on it. He has to understand what the circumstances of this football game is. And it's going to largely become a drop-back type of game for him, and he's going to have to distribute this football, find a way to somehow get this ball in the end zone and stop the bleeding.
Bouncing it outside, flag down. It looked like he may have had his face mask grabbed. Blake Purchase was out there. In pursuit, Dalen Austin as well for the Ducks, but Wayne Knight, I think, had a hand on the face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 9. 15 yards from the outside, the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Blake Purchase didn't get the face mask much, but it was enough.
Yeah, you see him, he's trying to disengage on the end of the line of scrimmage and get a hand on Wayne Knight.
That 15-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot. First down.
That's the first Oregon penalty. You think about James Madison as well. To put in perspective, them being in the college football playoff, 5 years ago, they were playing FCS football. This is only the second year that they were even eligible to play in their own conference championship game. And they win the Sun Belt, make it to the college football playoff top 25, ranked 24th overall. A fake by Barnett. Sidearms one tipped and almost intercepted. Jericho Johnson. That close to a pick.
And Jericho Johnson is lining up over the nose. Big number 77. Just watch him here. Watch him rush and then drop back and then get his hands up. You see him here. He smells that something is up, and while he is trying to hold off the offensive lineman and find the football, he almost comes up with one of the big man plays of the game. He would have been off to the races.
Really nice fake. And Tuioti was able to make the stop on Barnett. And now hopping off the field is Landon Ellis. And he is in a lot of pain. Looks like his left leg banged up on that last play. 9-yard gain to make it 3rd down and 1.
just got to keep the momentum going. You've got to pick up this first down. You got 2:42 and counting here left in the half. Just figure out a way to get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll line up in a wildcat formation. Looks like Joby Mallory takes the high direct snap. He is close to the first down. Looks like the near side official may be marking him a half-yard short. As Tatum Tuioti in on another tackle.
But you just see the power that the Oregon defensive front has, the size that they have up front. They're now starting to control the point of attack against this JMU offensive line. And the running backs just cannot find any seams to try and exploit.
They did give an offensive first down to James Madison, but speaking of offense,